Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
It's got to feel great for the Bills franchise to know that they're set up for the future with number 17 at the helm. They don't have to worry about draft choices. They don't have to worry about free agency. They have their quarterback. And the passing attack as a team, second only to the Chiefs in 2020. And how about Josh Allen? Guided the Bills to their first playoff win since 1995 last season. And his completion percentage in the last 3 years has gone from roughly 53% to 69% last season.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the 2nd overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 31, Wilson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Another run on second down with Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Here's Berrios, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 6-0 our score after 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson on the slant. He's got Davis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. Again, Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. the red zone now. Here's Wilson on first down. This one caught by Crowder. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team. And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson, again he finds more. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On third down, here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Carter. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started in the AFC. Cleveland heading up to Foxborough to take on New England. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A handoff for Carter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Another tote for Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was there.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. picked off at the 23. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Carter once more. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
8 yards to go on second down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on second down. Allen. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On second and goal, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Now Carter to start the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
74 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Allen. And this is caught by Beasley.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Throwing is Allen.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Allen. That's taken in by Knox.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Allen.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. From midfield, here's Allen.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami